So that's pretty much my news show for today. Gonna be doing a movie review in a second from now. So last night, I watched the remake. Is it a remake? It's called Halloween. So I went into this movie. Oh, it's going to be a remake, right? It's called Halloween. Right? So you have Halloween, released in 1978. Then you got Halloween 2, released in 1981, which is a sequel to Halloween. It continued the story. Right? Then you got like 5 different universes. But then you got Halloween, released in 2007, which is a remake of the first Halloween, released in 1978. So it's a remake. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007 is a remake. So you have Halloween 1978, Halloween 2007, and then I'm thinking, oh, okay, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I mean, you know, you like it or you don't. I like it, but you know, it didn't really do so well. They remake the series again. You have Halloween 2018. I go into this movie. It's a remake, right? It's called Halloween. No, it's a sequel. It's a fucking sequel. But is it a sequel to Halloween Resurrection, the most recent entry in the Halloween series that wasn't a remake? No. Is it a sequel to Halloween H2O, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, who basically it's the same plot as this movie? H2O, H4O, they're the same fucking movie? The same fucking, like, it's the same concept. H2O, Halloween 20 years later. H4O. They should have called this fucking shit H4O, but whatever, okay. So you got Halloween, 1978, but then you got Halloween 2, 1981, but then you got Halloween 4, 5, and 6, were in the late 80s, early 1990s, right? Then you got Halloween H2O 20 years later, which is a sequel to Halloween 2. So you got Halloween, Halloween 2, then let's ignore 4, 5, and 6. Then you got H2O, which is the sequel to Halloween 2, which has Jamie Lee Curtis, who's also in Halloween, right? But then H2O is a prequel, or I guess it's an entry that's before Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection was released in 2002, which also has Jamie Lee Curtis, where she dies in that movie. So if H2O is released in 1998, and it's 20 years after 1978, which is 20 years after Halloween 2, which takes place in 1978, even though it was released in 1981, which is when Halloween 2 was released. So, and she dies in Halloween Resurrection, which is in 2002. She's dead. She dies in Halloween Resurrection. How is she in Halloween H4O? Unless, wait a second, is this not a remake? Is this a sequel? That's right. It's a sequel. Halloween 2018 is a sequel to Halloween 1978. Is it Halloween 2? No, we already have a Halloween 2. In fact, we have 2 Halloween 2s. So they're thinking to themselves, fuck it. We already have 2 Halloween 2s. We're going to call our movie Halloween 2? What are we going to do? No, let's just call it Halloween. What? But there already is a Halloween. No, actually, there's 2 Halloweens. Yeah, that's right. And it's not going to be a remake. It's going to be a sequel. So think about this. The timeline, right? You got multiple timelines. Choose your own adventure. Halloween, Halloween 2, right? Okay. Halloween, 1978. Halloween 2, 1981. Halloween 4, right? Because we're skipping 3. That's a one-off. That fucks up the timeline even more. Who knows what's going on with Halloween 3, but we'll save that for now. Halloween 4, 1988. Halloween 5, when was that? Like 1989? I think, was it 9? I don't know. Halloween 6, 1995, right? And then they're like, fuck it, we fucked up. Halloween 6 so bad. Let's pretend that trilogy never happened. So then we got Halloween 1, 1978. Halloween 2, 1981. Halloween H2O, 20 years later, 1998. Halloween Resurrection, 2002. All right, so we got a new series. Then Rob Zombie comes along and was like, bro, I'm going to remake Halloween. We're going to fuck it all up. You had Halloween Resurrection. You brought the fucking series back. Fuck you, I'm going to make a remake. So then we have Halloween 2007, not to be confused with Halloween 1978. Halloween 2007 is a remake to 1978. And then you got Halloween 2, not Halloween 2 1981. You got Halloween 2 2009, which starts off, go watch my Halloween 2 review, figure out which one yourself. Halloween 2 2009 starts off like it's a remake of Halloween 2 1978, but it's actually a sequel to Halloween 2007, and it's not actually a remake of Halloween 2 because it's a different movie. It's a different sequel to a different remake. And then in 2018 they released Halloween, just called Halloween 2018, which is a new timeline. They decide it's a new timeline. All right, so we have a new timeline. Halloween 1978. Who fucking watched that movie? How are you going to release a part 2 now? What? The kids haven't seen Halloween. That's an old ass. Okay, so anyway. So you got Halloween released in 1978. Then Halloween released in 2018, which is a sequel to Halloween released in 1978. But it's not to be confused with the other sequel that's Halloween 2. Like, have we lost our minds? As a society, have we lost our minds? Like, why is it... Okay, anyway, so I know that then you have Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. By the way, the first, 5 minutes of this review, I'm not even talking about the movie. By the way, I just want to say this. This movie, Halloween 2018, again, Halloween 2007, also a good movie. Halloween 1978, also a good movie. Halloween 2018, damn, that's a fucking movie. This movie was fucking incredible. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never seen it before. Now, again, I've seen every Halloween movie before multiple times. Throughout the years of my life, all the way up until Rob Zombie's remake. These are the rest, Rob Zombie's second movie, Halloween 2, and then the new trilogy, but it's actually a quadrilogy. I haven't seen any of these, so this is all first watch. So anyway, so you have Halloween, which is a sequel to Halloween. So Halloween leads to Halloween, which leads to Halloween Kills, which leads to Halloween Ends. That's the new quadrilogy. That's the new timeline. So anyway, why didn't they continue the old timeline? I don't know. Why isn't this a sequel to Halloween 2? Fucking Andrew Kohler, tetralogy is the word. Greek prefix for 4. Yeah, I say quadrilogy just to fuck with you. So now you know. So anyway, why did they not make this a sequel to Halloween 2? Well, because in Halloween 2, it's revealed that Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, is related to Michael Myers. It was the younger sister who was a baby, and then the Myers thing happened, and then she went up for adoption. And they were like, fuck it, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So, Halloween 2, 1981, which takes place on the same night as Halloween 1978, but Halloween 2018 is a sequel to Halloween 1978, where the second part of that evening from Halloween 2, 1981 didn't happen. So Michael Myers disappears. He falls out the window. He disappears. And then 40 years later, this movie. All right, now that I've spent way too long, explaining the title of this movie, let's get into the movie. This movie is a banger. This is a fucking movie. I just want to tell you this. Now, I love Rob Zombie's Halloween. I thought Rob Zombie's Halloween, it was gritty. It was realistic. It was fucking excellent. It was disgusting. It was great. I loved it. This movie, also fucking excellent. Now again, so Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie, not to be confused with Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween 2, because she is not also to be confused with Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween Resurrection, who dies, or Jamie Lee Curtis in H2O playing Laurie Strode, who is connected to Michael as the sister, but not. So anyway, so she plays a new. There's 18 different Laurie Strodes, and this is like a quantum many worlds kind of equation, all right? This shit could fucking blow someone's mind. Anyway, and so anyway, so in this movie, she is not related to Michael Myers, right? They're like, fuck that shit. This is a sequel to Halloween. Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. Anyway, so Jamie Lee Curtis in 40 years' time had a kid who is not the kid from H2O, because that's a different timeline, who's not Jamie from Halloween 4, because that's a different timeline. This is a new kid called Karen. Yeah, her name's fucking Karen. Okay. So then Karen also has a kid. There's 3 generations, which I love. I loved it. I love that it's 3 generations, right? You got Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. You got Katie, or Karen, who was given up for went into foster care because Child Protective Services said that Laurie Strode was raising her poorly, because Laurie Strode was training her how to use guns and making her really paranoid, because apparently Laurie Strode lived the 40 years in paranoia that Michael Myers would try to come back for her. Now I just want to say this movie, again, there is no relation between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode was not an adopted child in this movie's timeline, right? Now again, and the same goes for the original Halloween 1978. They came up with the adoption sister in Halloween 2, right, which was released 3 years later. So just throwing that out there, was not baked into the initial script. The Halloween, the original movie, was designed, filmed, and shot with the idea that it's just a random serial killer, right? So anyway, so now we got Halloween 2018, 40 years later. Jamie Lee Curtis is freaking out because she thinks Michael Myers is going to come back for her. But is he? So now, there's so much in this movie. Like, the opening part of the movie, I'm not going to lie to you. The opening of this movie, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of fucked up. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, and I'm not, like, it's kind of offensive. Like, I thought this movie opened, and I genuinely thought I was, like, watching, like, some Adult Swim parody program. Because, like, these two podcasters, yeah, they're podcasters. It's 2018. They're podcasters. So two podcasters go to the asylum where Michael Myers is, and they show Michael Myers the mask that they found. But then, like, all the other inmates at the asylum are, like, making some weird-ass noises. Now, again, I know that society treats people with mental health issues poorly. And I know that, like, in film and media, people with mental health issues are portrayed so bizarrely. But, like, watch the opening to this movie, Halloween. Watch, not Halloween 1978 or Halloween 2007, but watch Halloween 2018's opening and tell me it doesn't look like it's, like, a fucking, like, Adult Swim or, like, some shit like parody, right? Like, the inmates are like... Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's kind of a fucked up movie. Like, it's ableist. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. But aside from that, this movie was great. So they went to these podcasters. They're doing a podcast on Michael Myers. They find the mask. They go try to talk to him, and then everyone else is like, right? Like, do the typical, oh, this person's crazy kind of shit. It's weird. It's strange. Anyway, and then it cuts, and I'm like, was that, like, a parody? Like, did I click on the right movie? Because, you know, there's so many fucking movies called Halloween. Did I click on the right fucking movie? Am I watching Halloween 2018, or is this a secret fourth Halloween? Am I watching a short film that's a parody of Halloween? Like, what am I watching? What is this? So anyway, then the actual movie starts. So Jamie Lee Curtis is, like, a paranoid freak. She has, like, a forest compound with, like, fog lights and shit. The podcasters try to visit her. She doesn't really want to talk to them. The podcasters, you know, whatever. I just got to say, the scene... Now, also, the first kill on screen in this movie is a child? Wow. Can we call up the based department? The based department? Hello? Can we get them on the phone? Hold up. The first death, the first on-screen kill is Michael Myers bashing a kid's face against a car window and then fucking murdering him. Hello, base department. Hello, thank you for that. Now, again, all the ableism aside in the intro, that's the real opening. Michael Myers breaks out. Some random motherfuckers, right, are driving on the road. They see this bus that crashed into the woods, and a bunch of people are wandering around. Then there's a kid and the father. The father goes out of the car, disappears. The kid goes out of the car, accidentally shoots a guy because he's dumb. And then Michael Myers bashes the fucking child. By the way, I just gotta say, this movie, like, the scene where the father and the son are driving and they're arguing because the son wants to be a dancer, but the father wants the son to be a hunter. Like, that was amazing. I just gotta say, that whole scene leading up to the kid getting killed, like, the kid is like, I just want to be a dancer. I want to be a dancer. And the father's like, you gonna get down, you're a man. Right? And then Michael Myers bashes the fucking kid's face against the fucking window. Wow, what a movie. Holy shit. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, the intro, a little ableist, a little bizarre, whatever, I'll look past it. They killed a fucking kid on the first fucking kill. The first kill, they killed a fucking kid. So now Michael Myers is wandering a fucking around, right? And he's all over the place. Max the dog is freaking out because I'm bashing the table, Max. It's okay, I'm talking to the television. But anyway, so Michael Myers kills the fucking kid. Now the podcasters are driving around. They're at a gas station, right? Michael Myers finds the gas station somehow. Who the fuck knows, right? And then kills everyone at the gas station while the podcaster bitch is in the bathroom. So she's like, she's doing something in the bathroom. Who knows what's going on in there, right? Michael Myers walks in, and she's like, whoa, there's some random creep, staring at me in the bathroom. One thing I love about this movie is that you can see Michael Myers before he gets the mask, right? And he just looks old. Like, he looks old, he looks like kind of frail. It's very unlike the Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie movies, who's like a fucking former wrestler or some shit, like a big, bulky, like 7 foot tall motherfucker. Like, Michael Myers in this movie is tall, but he's also, he's not that bulky, he's just like, he's an old guy, right? And so anyway, so then he fucking fucks them up. He kills both of the podcasters. There's a guy and a girl podcaster. The girl's in the bathroom. The guy's like trying to buy gas. He realizes, he pumps the gas. He goes in to pay for it. He realizes everyone's dead. Then he hears screaming. And then Michael Myers fucks them both up. But they've got the mask, right? Because they found the mask because they're podcasters. And podcasters have that ability to just find masks or whatever. So then he goes into their car, gets the mask. And then I love that scene where he puts it on and it shows his fucked up mask face. I just love it, man. It's a great movie. This movie is excellent. So then we get in to the granddaughter of Laurie Strode, who's the daughter of Karen Strode. I think her name is Karen, who was taken away from Laurie Strode because Laurie Strode was teaching her how to be like a gun user and like, be prepared. And, she lives her life in paranoia and but it turns out Laurie Strode was right. So fuck you, bitch. Right. But, whatever. By the way, Toby Huss, who voiced 80% of the characters in King of the Hill, is in this movie. He dies, unfortunately. Spoiler alert. I was hoping he'd survive until at least the second movie. He voices again 96% of the characters in King of the Hill. Love Toby Huss. But anyway, so he dies. He gets killed. Michael Myers invades this compound. Oh, by the way, I forgot that there's a scene with the granddaughter where she's introducing her boyfriend to the family, and then this scene, I'm not gonna lie. So the Karen and Laurie, what's the fucking granddaughter's name? I don't remember. Her name is some stupid shit. Who cares? Her name is irrelevant. I'll figure it out when I watch the sequel. So I'll tell you what the name is tomorrow. But anyway, so they're having the granddaughter is bringing her boyfriend to meet the family, and then. But Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, who's old as fuck, she's the grandma, right? She's late or whatever, and then Karen hates her, and she's like, I always told you this, right? And then Laurie shows up. Now again, Laurie was just looking at Michael Myers through the fence, right? When she was going to see him getting transferred. Why would transfer Michael Myers and not take proper safety? Who knows? But anyway, so that she had a traumatic episode. She went to her family for help, and then she drank some wine. She shows up at the table, takes a sip of Toby Huss's wine, and then Karen Strode, or whatever her name is now, gets fucking triggered. See, you're always like this. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have showed up to a table and had a drink from someone's drink before. I've done it. That's not what? There was such an overreaction. I know the kid and the mom have a bad relationship. I understand that. But the grandma showing up to the table, taking a sip of the husband's wine, which, by the way, it was a wine glass and there was a lot of wine in there. I just want to say this much, right? When you fill up a wine glass all the way, wow, right? So Laurie comes, she drinks some of the wine, and then the fucking bitch ass kid, who's also the mom of the granddaughter, is like, you're always like this. Bitch, calm the fuck down. She just had a traumatic. So then she starts crying. Because she's sad because, she got triggered by seeing Michael Myers get transferred or whatever. And then the fucking bitch mom, not the mom of the kid, but the mom of the other kid who's the granddaughter, right? Right, the bitch mom is like, you always ruin everything. And it's can you have some compassion for your mother, my fuck? I get it, she had her own trauma. She hates her mom. I get it. I had a fucked up fucking childhood. I hate my mom at the same time. So anyway, my mom's also dead now. So fucking goddamn, bless God. But anyway, so anyway, she's crying at the table. So anyway, then the daughter, the granddaughter, not the daughter, but the daughter of the daughter, who's the granddaughter of and so she goes to this I don't know, high school party with the boyfriend, and they're like gender swapped Bonnie and Clyde, which is cool. But then the boyfriend kisses another bitch. The daughter, who's the daughter of the daughter, who's the granddaughter of the one person, is so she's trying to call her. She gets into a fight with the boyfriend who's kissing another bitch. The boyfriend puts her phone in pudding. What was that? What was that scene? The boyfriend is drunk, kissed another broad, then got caught, And then then Laurie Strode is trying to call the granddaughter, and then like the guy's like, let me take your phone and put it in the pudding. I don't know what the fuck. So then the granddaughter doesn't have a phone. Laurie's trying to say, yo, Michael Myers escaped. You got to get the fuck out of here. The granddaughter's like, you know, some other guy is like trying to make her feel better, but then he gets too horny. Yo, that scene where the other kid was trying to fuck the granddaughter. Oh my God, that was embarrassing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of television. I watch a lot of live streams, man. I have never cringed that hard. I haven't. I've never cringed that fucking hard. I haven't. When that kid tried to kiss her, and then was like excusing himself, and he's like, I'm sorry, I got so drunk and I'm so horny, and there's like girls at the prom and they're all hot and I'm horny, and he's like, and he's not shutting up. He's like, he keeps saying how he's horny because like high school girls are around him and they're so hot, and they're like their hot bodies are, and he's like in explicit detail, and I'm like, my man, please shut the fuck up. I was losing it. I was like, oh God, and it keeps going. So then anyway, Michael Myers shows up, right? But he's got the mask on, so no one, you know. So the kid is starting to use Michael Myers as a therapist. He's like, man, I fucked up. I was horny. Have you ever been horny? Like, he thinks he's some random old guy. You ever been horny, man? I'm so horny. I'm drunk and I'm horny. And then Michael Myers kills the motherfucker. I'm like, thank God. Thank God the guy fucking got killed. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about being horny. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway. So then the granddaughter sees that, and she's like, oh, fuck. She starts running away. Then, like, the cop finds her, but then the cop and then the new Loomis doctor, who's, like, the student of Loomis, who's died in between this movie, because, you know, Donald Pleasance died. So I guess, you know, whatever. I don't know. So they got, like, his, like, understudy, right? And then him and the cop, who's the sheriff from the first movie, I think, find the granddaughter. But then the doctor kills the cop because he thinks, and then he's like, oh, Michael Myers, I want to know what he feels like. So he kills the cop before the cop kills Michael Myers. But then Michael Myers kills the doctor, and this is a sequel, but it's got the same name. I don't know what's fucking going on here. Then we get into Laurie Strode's house at the end of the movie, and her house has like booby traps all over the fucking place. You know, she's got like a secret basement. She's got like gas pipes all over the... I'm not gonna lie, she went a little overboard at the end there when she burned her whole house down. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, like, I saw a big-ass jar of pickles in the basement, and they burned the house down with the jar of pickles intact. Like, the jar of pickles was wasted. She's like, so they show a scene of her going into the storeroom, which is in the basement, and they show like shelves of food, and there's a giant fucking glass jar of big ass fucking fluffy pickles, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I could go for some pickles right now. Then she blows up the house with Michael Myers inside, and the pickles are wasted. This is like using a nuclear bomb to like try to like kill an ant. Like, you know, do you need to blow up the whole house? Like, she had a gun. Like, keep in mind, so she gets Michael Myers into the basement, but then presses a button and traps him in the basement. She has a gun. Instead of shooting him in the head through the trap, she burns her whole house down. Like, which is also a reference similar to Halloween 2, which this is not a sequel to. This is Halloween, which is a sequel to Halloween, but it references the fact that Halloween 2 is a sequel to Halloween, but this is not in the same continuity as Halloween 2, but Michael Myers gets burned alive just at the end of Halloween 2, but this is not Halloween 2, but it's also the second Halloween movie in its own timeline. I don't know. But I have to say this movie was excellent. It was an excellent movie. I'm excited to watch the other two. Got two more. Maybe I'll watch them both tonight. I don't know. But damn, Halloween 2018, fuck, that's a movie. That's all I got. That's all I got. So. There you go. Apparently throughout this review, YouTube age restricted my content. This live stream has been age restricted. Now, first of all, who the hell is reporting me? Is it like a YouTube auto caption? Like if you say fuck, 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 like it automatically picks that up and I don't know what. Who the hell is reporting me? Why am I being age restricted for talking about Halloween? I don't know. Some crazy stuff going on. I might as well I'm censored, honestly. My free speech has been censored. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, that's Halloween 2018. All right.